Jabber all the time, so I figured the jab would keep opening the eye. I thought it did. I mean, I could see the bone. I mean, that was a bad cut, dude. I mean, I literally could see the bone, but it was like gruesome. And you know, Steve Smoker's not a ref that stops fights, and I think a lot of that had to do with what you wrote, that you kept saying, "Oh, Steve Smoker stopped the Zinchenko fight, and he never stops fights." And I think Steve might have took offense to that, and he's like, "You know what? I'm not stopping this fight." And
good job, buddy. Thanks.
But you know, I think you know, I get a good laugh out of it now, man. But during the fight, I was mad at you, man. It's like, I was like, damn, man. This guy just, anybody else would have stopped this fight already, or at least had a doctor check him. But no, I mean, obviously it made for some late fireworks because, you know, he was so knocked down. It was. I want to make another point too. I think Eric Brown is a trainer. He's in wild card. Freddie Roach is obviously an amazing trainer. He owns the gym, but Eric Brown should really get a lot of credit. He trains Kid Chocolate. He trains me. The media 2 years ago wrote me off as dead, so you can't change your mind now. If I was dead 2 years ago, the guy that brought me back in the gym is Eric Brown, so you got to give that guy credit. You can't say, "Oh, Paulie wasn't finished." I can say it. I can say it because I was saying it the whole time. But if anybody that was saying it, you know, all of you were saying it. So anybody that was saying Paulie was finished 2 years ago, now that means now you have to give credit. Oh, who's the guy that was training Paulie in the gym and brought him back? Well, Eric Brown. So you got to give a lot of credit to Eric Brown. Now he's won. He took a fighter to another world championship in Kid Chocolate. I think when people make their votes for the trainer of the year, I think Eric Brown should get some strong consideration. He's flown under the radar for a lot of years. But Eric is an amazing trainer. Take it from me. He works me hard. We work on a lot of technique, a lot of different stuff. And I think he's just going to continue to be seen more in the public eye. So overwhelming. It was, oh man, it was really, God. I just wanted to get to the fight. I remember we just get to the fight. Just so Sunday morning I can wake up and be stress-free, because every day, ticket requests, promotional stuff, and you got to do all that, you know what I'm saying? You got to do it. It's, you know, it's part of being a professional, you know? You got to do the promotional stuff as well as learn how to handle being a fighter. You know, Oscar's my promoter. I mean, he was the best at it, you know? So if you want to be a star, you got to handle both sides of it, you know? And obviously, you know, my dream was always to be a star, you know, and, you know, it does get overwhelming, and it makes you respect the people that get there a lot more, because it's hard to focus on a fight when you know somebody's trying to take your head off, and at the same time you have to balance out the promotional stuff, the ticket issues, and preparing for that world title fight, you know. So it's overwhelming. It's definitely a lot different than my pro debut, where I was just a 4-rounder. Now it's a world championship fight. It's funny, I was talking to David Squitz in the locker room before the fight. Dave was working for the Entertainment when I turned pro, and he was you know, helping set up that Coney Island show, and he was like, we came a long way from Coney Island. I was like, yeah, we're still kicking, man. 11 years later, we're still kicking. But I do want to say the experience tonight was amazing either way. You know, I can always say I fought in Brooklyn. I had an important fight in Brooklyn. It wasn't a world title fight, unfortunately, but hopefully I'll get that chance next time.